Do you guys remember 2015? You know, the year where Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was released, the Watch Me dance went viral, Five Nights at Freddy's was on the front page of YouTube, and the FIFA president Sepp Blatter announced his intention to resign amidst an FBI-led corruption investigation and called for an extraordinary Congress to elect a new president as soon as possible. Oh, you don't remember that one? Well, neither do I, but it was on Wikipedia. But do you know what the most 2015 thing about 2015 was? 2 words. Or one name, however you want to look at it. Fetty Wap. 2015 was the year that launched Fetty Wap's career straight into the mainstream. I know I wasn't the only one listening to Trap Queen on repeat in the car. Every single middle schooler, high schooler, and probably your old grandma in nursing care was bumping to 679 every single day throughout the summer. Fetty Wap was the face of the 2015 music industry. His self-titled album reached #1 on iTunes, 3 of the songs off of it hit top 10 in the Billboard Hot 100, his music videos got hundreds of millions of views, and his album got a 5 out of 10 on the Needle Drop. I'd like you to make an argument for a more influential artist out of 2015. Now let's stop, take a deep breath, and fast forward to the fall of 2019. I'm currently in my first semester of college, and things are going pretty well. I'm going to class, I'm staying up late, not making any friends, staying in my dorm room all the time, but you know, life is pretty good. And who needs friends and a social life when you've got a great roommate? Me and my roommate, Gavin, shared interests on literally everything. We like the same movies, the same video games, and we like to keep to ourselves. And we both even thought that Ben Affleck was the best live-action adaptation of Batman. Well, okay. I guess we couldn't agree on literally everything, but we were still really good friends, and he was a great roommate. When Gavin and I toured our college campus during the summer, they had a huge assembly to tell us about the events that they're going to be having that year. One of them was the homecoming concert. They announced that this year they'd be having the most popular artist that they've ever had on campus. He and I were pretty excited to see who's going to be performing, because 2 years ago they had T-Pain playing. So whoever was showing up must have a pretty big profile if they're going to be more popular than T-Pain. The moment of truth comes, and they unveil that the artist is none other than the king of 2015, Fetty Wap. And it wasn't only going to be him. Silento, you know, the guy who made the Watch Me Whip and Nay Nay dance, would be opening for him. Suffice to say, Gavin and I, being the hardcore Fetty Wap fans, were really ecstatic. A few weeks later, the homecoming tickets go on sale, and Gavin and I get them for a discount. They were like $5 or something with the discount and $10 or $15 without it. But if you were really cool, you could get the VIP ticket, which was $50. If you got the VIP ticket, you got like a special section in the audience. You could meet Fetty Wap and Silento early or something like that. I even think you got like a lanyard. But being the big Fetty Wap fan that I am, I guess I just still couldn't justify forking over $50 to meet 2 washed up artists who probably didn't care who I was before a most likely mediocre concert. But there were a lot of people who could see the benefit in that ticket because they were sold out fast. I don't exactly know how many they had, but I went online like an hour after the tickets went on sale just to see how many VIP tickets were left, and they were sold out. So apparently there are some really big Fetty Wap fans on campus. So about a half hour before the concert, Gavin and I were making our way to the line, and we realized that there was a sign there that said printed tickets only. We had the barcodes for the tickets on our phone this entire time, so we had to run back and print off the tickets, only to find out that they were scanning barcodes on phones either way. So yeah, that was a waste. The concert was supposed to start at 7:30, but I don't think anyone came on stage until like 8 or so. I don't know, I just remember standing around for a really long time. They had a bunch of no-name local SoundCloud artists opening up, and then eventually Silento came on stage. By this point, Gavin and I were standing around for about an hour. He was gonna head home after the concert either way, so neither of us really liked hearing Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay being played for the 5th time in a row, so we just decided to dip. We were out $5, but who really cares? I walk Gavin back to his car and say goodbye, then I walk back to my dorm. But this time it's gotta be around 9 or so, and I peer through the windows of where the concert's supposed to take place, and I don't see Fetty Wap anywhere. I'm thinking, okay, it must be running a little late or something like that. So I'm in my dorm playing some CSGO, and then I take a look at my phone and open up Snapchat. You know on Snapchat where they have the map and you can see the thermal areas where there's like public stories? Well, on the campus where the concert is taking place, there's a giant hot red spot, so I decided to check it out. I opened up the Snapchat story and there's a guy standing on stage telling people that Fetty Wap isn't showing up. I could not stop laughing. It was unbelievably hysterical. It reminded me of a conversation I had with Gavin while we were driving down from our homes to college, where I kind of predicted that he might not show up. I was looking on Fetty Wap's Twitter page, and you know how artists have banners for their upcoming concerts? Well, the homecoming concert was supposed to be on September 28th, and he had a concert like 3 days prior to that. I can't find the banner anymore, but trust me, the concert before the homecoming concert was like less than a week max before the homecoming concert date. From what I could gather from the Snapchat stories, is that they first said that he was running late. Then they said that he was almost there, and then they just said that he wasn't showing up. My theory is that he wasn't even in the state. He just said he was going to show up to make some easy ticket money, but then flake out on everyone. Luckily, people were able to get some refunds on their tickets, so the people who spent $50 did get their money back. Fetty Wap didn't offer any apology either on any of his social media. He just kind of swept it under the rug, and that was that. Adding a little bit to my theory that he was never going to show up in the first place, but whatever. Silento had the decency to show up. But yeah, that's the story of going to a concert where the artist didn't show up. I thought I would be in the minority with this situation, but looking at this topic online, just kind of doing some freelance research, apparently there's a ton of artists that don't show up to their own gigs. Kind of a scumbag move, but I'm sure the people that show up won't be making the same mistake twice. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I also have a Discord server now in case you want to join it. There you can interact with me and other members of the community. I'm also live streaming a lot more frequently on Twitch now. I'll have that linked in the description along with some of my other social media pages. But until then, I'll see you next time.